Hello! In this video we are going to learn how we can use the touch command to accomplish two things. So the first thing that we're going to learn is how we can update the timestamp of our files. And when we say the timestamp, we are referring to the access times or the modification times of our files. And also we will learn how to create new empty files using the touch command. Okay, so here on our desktop I have two files, which is directory 1 and old file. So right now I'm in my home directory, so if I do a cd to desktop and then I'll do a long listing, and then you remember from like we already discussed that this here is the timestamp of the file directory 1, and also here is the timestamp of my file old file. Okay, so what if I want to change this time to the current time? So that's an old file, right? It was last accessed or modified June 14th. So right now at the time of the recording it's August 9 and it's 5:47 p.m. So if I want to change this time here to the current time, all I need to do is just type touch and specify the file name, which is old file, and then I will do a long listing, and as you can see it changed the time here from June 14 11:27 to August 9 5:47, which is the current time. Awesome. And you can also do the same thing for directory 1. So this is fairly new directory. I created like 15 minutes ago basically. So if I want to change the hour here or the clock from 15:34 to 15:47 or 15:48 now, all I need to do is just say touch dir 1 and I'm good to go. If I do a long listing, here it changed the clock from 17:34 to 17:48. So this is how you can change the timestamp of a file. So let's go for example to our home directory. So if I go back and I do a long listing of my home directory, I would see for example that this file here, examples.desktop, is pretty old. It was last accessed or modified June 6th, right? And if you remember from the ls command options video, if you do an ls-t, so let's do ls-tl, as you can see, because we said we sorted the files by the most recent first, so examples.desktop was the oldest. This is why it came the last file in our listing. However, if you said touch examples.desktop, then if you do an ls-tl again, as you can see it brings up the files to the first row, because now it is the most recent file, because we modified the timestamp of the file. So this is how you can benefit from the touch command. Also, you can change the timestamp of more than one file at once. So for example, here I can change the timestamp of my VMware, which is August 1st, and I can also change the directory templates, which from 1657 to 1749. All I need to do is just specify the file names of the files I need to change the timestamp for, and I just separate them by a space. So this command here will change the timestamp of VMware, which is August 1st, and it will also change the timestamp of templates, which is 1657 to the current time. Let's see, and then you do it ls-l, and as you can see it changed VMware from August 1st to August 9 1750, and it changed the timestamp of templates from 1657 August 9 till 1750, which is the current time or the current clock, August 9 as well. Okay, so that's one way you can use the touch command, and as you can see it's very beneficial when you sort your listing by time. Okay, let's go back to my desktop. So yeah, and let's do a long listing. Okay, so what happened if you said touch and then you specified a file which does not exist? So clearly file 1 is not here, right? So if I just execute touch file 1, this will simply create a new empty file named file 1. So this is basically it. If you specified a file here which does not exist on your current directory, then it will just create this file, but it will be empty. And also notice that it only creates normal files. It will not create directories. And you can also specify more than file at once. So you can create more than one file by using the space. Just separate them by a space. So for example, let's say new file 1, new file 2, new file 3. And this will create 3 files here: new file 1, new file 2, new file 3. Yeah. So this is how you can use the touch command. You can use it to change the timestamp if the file already exists, or you can use it to create new empty files. I hope you enjoyed this video. Ciao.